Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we are describe an important journey that was delayed. This is the cue card. So the cue card number is 2. So in this cue card, the sub questions are: why was it important, and what caused the delay, what happened at the end, and describe what caused the delay. So moving on to the explanation for this cue card. India is a beautiful and diverse country, and there are so many things I love about it. Unfortunately, its public transportation is not one of them, especially trains and buses in India. Trains and buses often get delayed because of the reasons like traffic, fog, and other unforeseen circumstances. Today, I'm going to talk about one time when I got delayed because of something unexpected. My parents and I were traveling to Ahmedabad for my cousin's wedding, and it was the middle of the monsoon season. However, we were traveling through Rajasthan, which is one of the drier part of India. So we weren't expecting any rain, but nature had other plans for us. It started raining about 5 hours into the journey, and it rained incessantly for hours. We still thought it was okay and it is just rain and it would subside sometime soon. But it didn't. In fact, our train stopped at one station because everything heard was flooded. Railway officials told us that it was one of the worst floods in the state, and the railway tracks were submerged under 2 to 3 inches of water. I vividly remember when we entered a railway office to inquire when the train would leave. All the chairs were floating, and the railway officials were sitting on the top of the tables. When we all think about that journey, it is the first scene that comes to my mind. Finally, after hours, the train moved again. We missed the wedding, but we didn't attend the reception, which was the next day. When I think about it, I didn't remember anything about the return journey. The floods did cause inconvenience, but it also made the journey much more memorable. So moving on to the follow-up questions, guys, let us discuss one by one. So the first question is, what mode of travel do you consider the safest? So you can answer this question in the following way. I think earlier I considered traveling by car to be the safest, but because of the increasing traffic and road accidents, I now consider train journey as the safest. So whenever I have to travel long distance, I travel by train. I also consider air journeys to be safe, but the recent airplane disappearances have made me less sure. So moving on to the question number 2. The question number 2 is, how do people travel long distances in your country? You can answer this question in the following way. I think the most common means of travel for majority of the people is train. However, with increasing incomes, many people have started traveling by air as well. Moving on to the third question, how can traveling be useful to people? What do you think? You can answer this question the following way. People can learn by traveling to other countries. Traveling is useful in many ways. First, it is the one best ways to meet new people and make friends. Secondly, it enables us to learn about new cultures and traditions. Traveling also, in a way, breaks the monotony of everyday life. There is something very enjoyable about planning a holiday and visiting other places. Fourth question, where in our opinion should people visit during the vacations? What type of places do you recommend people to visit during vacations? I have thought about it a lot. I think people should take vacations at a place which is different from their own native place. For example, I live in the plains, so I love traveling to the hills and mountains. People who live in a continental locations can visit the beaches. Ultimately, though, it all depends on people's choice. Moving on to the question number 5. In what ways can society benefit from such members? I believe there are several ways a society can benefit from such members. Firstly, regular travelers can make a society more open-minded by spreading knowledge about other cultures. It also builds curiosity among other members of the society to travel. Finally, sometimes when these travelers like something about other cultures, they might bring it to their native places as well. Moving on to the question number 6. How do you think commercial flights can improve? I think the biggest issue with commercial flights today is lack of leg space, which makes it very tiring to travel. In fact, sometimes after long journeys, all I can think about is lying down and sleeping on a bed for hours. Moreover, I think the food prices in aircrafts are really exorbitant, and I wish these prices are made more reasonable. Thank you. This is the end of this cue card, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and press the bell button to get the latest earliest. Thank you.